Good morning or afternoon to everyone. Like and subscribe. And if you one of my subscribers, you know that we're getting ready to get straight into it. Oprah is a feminist and a career woman. But Oprah has a man, Stedman. She's not getting rid of him. Hillary Clinton, feminist. Bill Clinton, married, cheated. She's not getting rid of him. Michelle Obama, married. And she's not getting rid of Barack Obama, and we all know it. So my question to the feminists is, who the heck said you're not supposed to have a man? I mean, these are three feminists. All three of them has kids, and they're married with a man, and we all know they're not getting no divorce. So where did this I don't need a man stuff come from? Because it definitely didn't come from them. And these are women that are going to be remembered. And they're going to go down in history as women with men and with children. So I'd like to know who put out the memo that you don't need a man. Whose memo was that? It definitely was not in Oprah's, Hillary's, or Michelle's playbook. And I'm going to tell you this. Oprah and Stedman, they've been together since I don't know when. Barack and Michelle and Hillary, they married in their 20s. They didn't put their careers on hold. And if they did, as soon as they got out, as soon as they were asked, they didn't hesitate to say yes. They didn't say, well, I got to think about it. Get back to me tomorrow. They saw a man and they jumped on him. And the funny thing is, how many of these college educated women have had men ask them to marry them, and they said, oh, I have to figure this out. I have to figure that out. And you figure out what? Now you're running around looking goofy, talking about freezing your eggs. And even if you freeze your eggs, that's no guarantee that you're gonna that you're gonna have a kid. I mean, I think only 20-25% of those operations pass or produce kids. I mean, what were you thinking about? I mean, who wrote that memo that men aren't important? Look, Kevin Samuels tried to warn you. Kevin Samuels tried to warn you, I don't know how many times, and you just put him down there and just laughed at him. And some of the most sad women in the world, and I mean, they are mentally sad, and when you look at them, they are physically sad. To even say, I don't need a man. Well, I'm going to tell you this. If Michelle needs a man, if Hillary needs a man, and we all know Bill done screwed up, and if Oprah needs a man, how can you not need a man? I mean, they can say, I'm quite sure every day is not roses for them, and they don't expect it to be. They have a family. It's a labor of love. It's a labor of love. It's not Gaga Land. It's not Disney World. It's real life. Now you guys running around here, you women going around here, you got no man, no nothing. And some of you don't even talk about, I think Taraji or whatever her name is, I seen an interview where she said, I'm sad, I don't know what's going on in my world. But I don't need a man. What do you need? What do you need? You got everything in that, you got everything else in the world but a man. So what else could you possibly need? You fooling yourself. Tracy Ross. You got this, you got that. What you gonna do? Go get some little young guy like Cher? The most he gonna do is hit it and quit it. And then you can ask whatever the blind chick's name, Rose something or something like that. She had a man and then she had a young guy. He left her and went to Cher. Hey, like Kevin Samuel said, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. So stop the cap. Stop the cap before it's too late. And then you got these women out here that are average women and think that they're going to get a high value man. Ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Hey, if a guy is working, he's going to be a good father. He's not out at the bars all night watching other women twerk. He's at home taking care of his responsibilities. Why can't you be the woman behind the man? Because Kevin Samuels, I'm going to tell you something about men. A man will play around and be a total goofball, but when he decides to ask a woman to marry him, he knows that he is expected to protect and provide. And when he asks you to put that ring on, he's telling you, I'm going to protect and provide for you, but I need your permission to protect and provide for you. And when you give him that permission, respect should come with it. Respect should come with it. You shouldn't say yes and then have an exit plan. If you think you need an exit plan, don't say yes. Because he's not looking for an exit plan. Because when you say protect and provide, that means you are going to put your life on the line for your woman and your children. When a man asks you to marry him, he's talking about protect and provide. And if you make more money than him, you can bet he's going to do what he can to make more money than you. That's the nature of a man. But men aren't stupid. If a woman makes more than okay, he'll settle for it. But he's settling to keep his family intact. He's settling to keep his family intact. And even if you make more money than him, he is still your lifeline if something happens. If something happens, he is still your lifeline. If you go somewhere and get a flat tire and you stuck out there in the snow, he is your lifeline. If you want to go somewhere and it may be a little dangerous, he is your lifeline. No matter what. You may get sick or hurt, He will still be your lifeline. And guess what? He may go out and have sex with other women, but then still come back home to you if you have treated him with respect. Once again, I ask you, who told you women don't need a man? Who told you that women are equal to a man? It wasn't Hillary. It wasn't Oprah. And it damn sure wasn't Michelle. Because all three of them got men. And even though Oprah is not married, you don't see her getting away from Stedman, do you? I don't know what you all thinking about, but I don't know. But I suggest that you reread the script, find out who wrote the script, and who put that silliness in there about you don't need a man. And I'm going to tell you something else. Do you really think that you can compete with a transvestite, a man who has had a sex change? Do you really think you compete with him? Really? Go ahead and say yeah. Go ahead and say yes, men and women are equal. You just keep on going down that narrow highway because you're going to be traveling by yourself. With that, like and subscribe. Oh, and by the way, while we're talking about transvestites, read Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. That's Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. And let's see what the Bible has to say about this nonsense. Have a great day. Like and subscribe.